to talk about Woman Up, a boost of energy. I have the esteemed honor of being in the energy efficiency space in my role. So I'm going to talk about girl power in a male-dominated industry. I'm going to talk about a boost of energy, and I'm going to give you some sustainable practices and advice. So let's talk energy. So in my world, I entered the world of energy efficiency by what I call bullying. We were in a meeting with my president. Now, some of you may know Louis James is president and CEO of the company that I work for, and he is a serial entrepreneur, has tons of businesses, MZL, Jasco, Seal, QIC, just a lot of businesses. And we're in a meeting, and we have this joint venture with, we own 51% of a company, and a white company out of Portland owns 49% of the entity. And we're in a meeting, and we're talking about not being able to find African American men or women to fulfill this role of energy efficiency leader. So we partnered with the company in Portland because DTE was our largest client, and they were not giving us the time of day. You don't know anything about energy. You guys don't know, so we were doing this small project. We partnered with this company, and we had all of the field people, and they had all of the managers. And every time we hired an African American manager, for some reason they didn't work. And so we're sitting there, and I had just come back to Mr. James and his companies, and I was in a VP role, and it was very exciting, and they said, well, we can't find anybody. We need to send another person from Portland to come in and be the manager of this program again. I'm thinking, man, it has to be someone in Michigan who can do this work. So we're brainstorming, and we're thinking, who can do this job? And I'm like, not me, because I'm part-time, so not me. I'm here consulting, not me. So we're in like our third or fourth brainstorming session, and Mr. James says, oh, I found someone. And I'm thinking, oh, he didn't tell me. But this is good, right? And so all of the partners from our energy partners said, oh, great, when will they start? Who are they? And he was like, it's Lois. And I'm thinking, it's me? You didn't tell me it was me, but okay. So I had to play through the meeting like, yeah, it's me. This is great, right? And so I ended up going into SEAL, into a program management role. Now, mind you, I'm VP of Finance. I'm the accounting in the room. I know you guys are talking. I did it. I finished the accounting degree. But I thought, energy is, I'm automotive, I'm numbers, I don't know anything about kilowatt hours in MCF, right? I don't know this. And so when he volunteered my services, I call it bullied me into the position, I thought, what better person, right? So we talk about our career changes and how we end up places, and I'm thinking, okay, how am I gonna tell my husband I'm not full-time? Because I was helping him with his nonprofit, and I'm doing this part-time. Life was great. And so I go home and I say, honey, I got bullied into this full-time position. He said, yeah, I know, Mr. James called me. I'm thinking, really? Oh, so you told my husband. You didn't even tell me. But anyway, I fast forward, I went to training, and of course my counterparts had to train me on everything because they were the managers, they were the leaders, right? They were the ones who understood this energy efficiency thing because of course on the West Coast, they were far advanced. Solar panels, renewable, everything was hot there, right? Here we were just getting started. And so I go in the first meeting, and my new boss, he says, I know you VP of Finance, you're the numbers girl, just sit there. I'm really gonna do the work. And so the first day I had to digest that. I said, no, you didn't. I'm thinking, And then I thought, okay, well, I am about to go back to my PhD. I could just sit here and study, right? And I said, no, that's not what he sent me to do, right? I've been with Louis long enough to know this is not what he expects me to do. So day 2, I come in and I said, I need to learn. This is not what he sent me to do. He asked me to be a program manager so we can bring this talent to Michigan, right? We preach pure Michigan. We really want to be pure Michigan. And so he said, well, I'm not going to train. Okay. So all of the managers and supervisors that were their people who now reported to me, I just scheduled time on everybody's calendar. I'll meet with you on Monday. I'll meet with you on, I don't need, that's all right. You don't have to train me, right? So I met with my entire team, just got on everybody's calendar, irritated the heck out of everybody, until I became one of the best program managers that the joint venture had, right? I studied myself. I went to Public Service Commission meetings. I took my own time to make sure I was gonna be deep ingrained, and I joined the American Association of Blacks in Energy, right? Let me network with some people that look like me. Small group, promising, right? So I got into energy efficiency, did great. Fast forward to Chief Administrative Officer. I've been promoted 4 times at SEAL, in energy efficiency space. I'm on 2 boards, one being a regional board, and I'm actually a board member with AID, which is one of the really large groups that helped me get into the space. So when we talk about, let's talk energy a little bit. Now you guys know a little bit about me and how I got bullied into my faith. So energy usage contributes greatly to human health and well-being, right? And also, when we look at our community, African Americans are more than twice than likely to live in poverty, right? So at this energy conference, we're talking about energy stats, and they're saying how we have a higher exposure to air pollution. We have 78% of us live within 30 miles of a coal plant, meaning we have respiratory issues, asthmatic issues, just all kind of stuff, and 3 times a higher rate of sudden infant death syndrome. With all of this stuff, we spend the most of our money on energy usage. When you look at the totality of our income, sometimes there's so much energy insecurity where people are deciding whether to pay their light bill or feed their kids, right? And so I'm in this space where I'm able to have a voice for a lot of African American people who really need me to speak up and say, where are these programs that can help me? Where are these programs that help give the refrigerators, the furnaces, and different things? And that's why I'm so excited to be in energy efficiency, because part of the things what SEAL does and what we do very well is we're a wraparound service, and we provide that holistic approach to helping our community. So you see those commercials DTE has, like, you want to pick up your refrigerator? Call us, we'll bring you $50. That's one of the programs that we run. We also implement the low-income program where we help those with energy insecurity receive a new furnace, receive a new refrigerator at no cost to them, right? That's our piece of, if you're gonna do a program in the African American community, have an African American company represented, right? And so we're able to champion that. And we've been working very, very hard to get consumers to take a serious look at us, right? And you're the Detroit company, you're not ready, use DTE, baby. And so we finally, after about 6 years in the game, finally got them to take a serious look at us and do a pilot with us. And we are one of the finalists for a program, which is really great. But sometimes, I say that to say sometimes you have to perform for them to take you serious. Our customer service percentage is high 90s. We always put our best foot forward. Why? Because we know we have to work twice as hard, right? We have to do twice as good. It's only required to be in the 80 percentile, but we make sure internally we're 90% or higher. There we go. My why. So, I believe in anything that you do, you should always find your why, right? Why are you in HR? Why are you in engineering? Why are you in whatever you do, right? I'm in energy efficiency and the numbers game because that's what I love. I have always been passionate about numbers, passionate about helping others, passionate about, just doing the right things. And it's because I once, was a part of a low-income family, right? I had to, receive, my sister is here. She used to be my caterer. She's smaller than me, but she's older than me. And so when we were little, I remember this like it was yesterday. When we were little, she would always make me Jiffy cornbread. I thought that was like the bomb, y'all. Can you make me some cornbread? Can you make me some cornbread? And all this time, as I look at it in hindsight, I was always like reading a book, doing something with school. She'd be cleaning up, my other sister be cleaning up, they cooking for me and everything. So thank you. She's never heard me speak in public, but I like to say thank you to my sister because my why is to give back to others, to help others, to develop pit bulls and women within our organization. There's probably like 5 or 6 that I mentor intentionally, and probably 5 or 6 more that I mentor unintentionally, because I try to be that example for them that allows them to see you can go to school and get a PhD. You can work, you can lead an organization, you can teach, you can be involved in the PTA. You can do all of this and still provide excellent service to your company, to your organization, and to your peers, right? Another reason for my why is energy insecurity, like I talked about. It's totally unfair for me to have to decide if I'm gonna have medicine or pay my light bill as a senior. But we see it. So how do we help them? How do we get THAW involved to help this family? How do we get Habitat for Humanity? How do we connect them with a nonprofit that can help them get a roof? How do we help these people, right? So that's my why.